My name is Nichelle Nikki Tillman. I am from Detroit, Michigan. My biggest influences growing up when I was a kid in Detroit, I was a little different from most of the kids growing up. I like to listen to Queen. They had amazing harmonies, and I was so intrigued by Queen that people used to think I was crazy. And I loved Tina Turner, and I loved Sting, and I loved Paul McCartney. I was just one of those kids from the hood that loved different music, and it inspired me to be who I am today. I got started in the music business. I always knew that I had a voice. Growing up in Detroit, it was very hard for me. I'm the youngest of 7 kids. My mom's 7 kids, and it was hard. It was really hard. So what ended up happening was I just sang. I started out in the church choir, and I knew I had to get out of there, Detroit, to make it happen. And I ended up becoming a young teenage mom, which ended up really encouraging me to do what I wanted to do the best that I could do. So I just wanted to go. I wanted to be the best that I could be for my daughter at that time, being 16, having a young girl, and I just did what I had to do by all means necessary. So I took the talent that God gave me, and I moved to New York, and I made it happen. As a backup singer, I started doing plays in Detroit because that's the only thing that was going on. Motown had kind of moved on and moved on from Detroit, and the only thing that was going on at that time was gospel plays. So I thought I would do God Don't Like Ugly, and the devil made me do it. And a guy by Joe Linnane, who at that time was the road manager for Luther Vandross, was the road manager for one of the plays that I was on. And he said, "Hey, Nikki, you should be doing a whole lot more than what you're doing now." And I said, all right, well, you got that ticket for me? And he said, "Yeah, I'm going to see what I can do." And my first paying gig, which was $318, I remember, was with Taylor Dane. I probably shouldn't have said that. But my first gig was with Taylor Dane, and after taxes, I got $318, and I was so happy. I was so proud. And that was like back in, I don't know, 1999 or something like that, 1998. And man, I made that $318 work because I was doing what I loved to do. And I was traveling the world, and I thought I was doing something with that $318. So that's where I got started singing backing vocals, I would have to say, with gospel plays and with Taylor Dane. As of the present, I am on tour with Cher, the D2K tour. We are currently in the United States. We have been on tour since February 2014, and it's expected to go until, Cher, until she gets ready to say. And I've toured all over the world. I've been with Joe Cocker. I've been with Cher. I've been with Pink. I've been with Tina Turner. I've been with Khalees, Reese, Mario. So I have had the chance and the opportunity, and I'm so grateful and humble, to travel all over Europe. With Joe Cocker, I have traveled everywhere. Germany, Italy, Australia, Bucharest. I mean, we can go on and on and on with Joe Cocker. With Cher, United States. With Tina Turner, United States. with Khalees, Europe, and the United States. With Mario, United States, and Europe. So I've been blessed. I've been blessed to be able to support these great artists all over the world. I also was very honored to perform with Pink. We did private shows. I did all of her promo with the Good Morning shows when she came out with her album, So What? And I got a chance to perform with Pink at the Highline Ballroom singing Mr. President. And she definitely featured me singing with her on that song. And I've never had the chance to personally say thank you to Alicia, but I thank her for that because we were sending out such a great moment at that time, and she wrote such an incredible song. So I just want to give shots out to Mr. President and Pink. And I've also been honored to be featured on several videos and several songs with many of the artists that I work with. I kind of call myself the co-pilot instead of the BV. Even though I am the BV, I'm also the co-pilot. And I've had a great honor, me and Stacey Campbell, who is another backing vocalist with me on the Cher D2K tour, and we sing Bang Bang, which is a powerful song for Cher. And she allowed me and Stacey Campbell to take over while she changes into her get up. And I'm totally grateful for that because no artist literally has to give their song to you and trust you with that song and say, hey, I want you to sing this song, and I think you'll be able to carry it on as I do. You know, so when you get a chance to do stuff like that, as well as Joe Cocker with Up Where We Belong, or Pink with Mr. President, when I get those moments with these artists and they say, hey, I trust you to sing this song with me, it's over the top for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like truly honored. So it's just a little highlight in my career that I'm totally proud of. So with Joe Cocker, I've done Top of the Pops. I've done Avo Sessions. I've done Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, The Good Morning Show, Early Morning Show. With Pink, I've done the same because a lot of times when you're doing promo with the artists, like when the album actually is about to come out, we do a thing where it's called a promo run. And so a lot of times I get called in for the television shows and stuff like that to do the promo run with these artists. So I get a chance with Pink, with Cher, and with Joe Cocker, and with Taylor Dayne. I've done all of these incredible, incredible TV shows. Even though they're a little hectic, you get up early in the morning, God bless you, Letterman. And you know, we do what we love to do. We get a chance to do what we love to do. So it's always great. And I've just been blessed to do probably all of the TV shows. So the most influencing time of my career, I've had many, but I'm just going to probably drop it down to about two. Working with Joe Cocker. He's been so influential because he took me in at a time where I was struggling. Like I was really, really struggling, and finance-wise and everything. And I just went for it. And it's sort of like how I am here today. I got a call to come, and I got a flight out. I went to the Hollywood Hills, and I did this audition, and I was raggedy. I'm always how I am. You know, I'm never just all coofed up, but I'm kind of cool. So, you know, I just went in there, and I had a broke toe at the moment. And my most influential moment is when I got a chance to sing Unchain My Heart. For Roger Davies and for Joe Cocker, and they were actually via satellite, and I didn't know it at that time, but I got the gig off of that. And my second influential moment is being with Tina Turner. She was so hard on me, because I was like this, in her eyesight, probably like this newcomer. And I felt like she had to break me in, so I was like one of her little daughters or something like that. And she took me in, and I have an incredible story. Like at one time at one of the rehearsals, and I kept messing up. It's just the truth. I kept messing up because I had learned the gig how I thought I was supposed to learn the gig. And she kept saying, "Nikki, you're wrong. You want to sing this how I teach you how to sing this?" And I said, "Okay, all right, teach me." And I kept getting it wrong. One time, two times, three times. And she said, "Nikki, do you want me to throw my shoe at you?" I said, "No, Miss Tina. I think we need to like keep it like right here." And at that point is where Miss Tina gave me her shoes, because I always go barefoot. And she was a little disturbed by that. And so she gave me her shoes, and she just said, "You know what? You're good. You know what I'm saying? You need to be trained a little bit." And she kind of took me up under her arms. And those moments I will never forget in my life. I'll never forget them. For a little girl from Detroit, from 12th and Linwood, if anybody knows where that is, to be on the stage with Tina Turner, and I'm getting a little emotional right now. It's influential, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful for those moments. So what I'm doing now as a solo artist is I'm stacking my money. I started a project probably, it's been now about 3-4 years ago. I've been working consistently on tours. I've gone from Jay Giles' tour to Tina, to Cher, to Joe Cocker. So in between times, it gets a little hard to focus on your solo career because you're trying to get the finances up to be an independent artist. And where I am now, as far as my solo career is concerned, is I'm back in the studio, which is a good thing. And the goal that I have for my solo career actually it's not for me at all. My project is more for the next generation. It's not for me. It's for my daughter. It's for my mom. It's for my city, Detroit. It's not for me. I release my project out as if like I'm pregnant, sort of like, and I'm trying to birth a baby. And so I'm in labor right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like birthing this project for the next generation. I got a message, for the next generation. And I'm hoping that the songs that I sing will help that next female be enlightened to the world, and be enlightened to certain things that I've gone through in my life. That's what I write about. That's what I sing about. It's my story, but my story is never for me. It's for the next person. So that's what it's about. My experiences with being a backup singer, how it's helped me to be a solo artist, is just that working with professionals. When I say professionals, I say Joe Cocker, Cher, Pink, Tina Turner. Definitely Joe Cocker, Cher, and Tina Turner have taught me just to stand on my own 2 feet. None of them have been easy on me. A lot of people think that when, you see the pictures and you see the TV shows and you see this thing, that it's this easy road. Or it's not easy on the backup singers, because we're holding it down, like for the artists. And they teach me actually how to withstand the test of time, sort of like. I look at Joe Cocker, artists like Joe Cocker, who is now, he has to be like 69 years old. And I'm like half that age. And when he gets up on that stage, or when I look at Tina Turner, when I look at Cher, and they're like giving it their all. at this age, and they have this career that has just blossomed into this thing. It teaches me how I want my project to be. You know, like the crew, the production, the lighting and everything. I'm getting all of this from these gigs. And they probably don't know how much it helps and how it expands my territory. But at the same time, it's doing that. And I'm using them as a vessel, actually, to get to where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they've helped me in this thing. And once again, I'm grateful to every single one of them. Being a Beckham diva. Well, number one, I've dreamed about a show like this ever since 20 Feet from Stardom came out. I knew that there had to be a show that would expose our lives as backing vocals. And this show here will definitely teach the next generation. When you see these women come along here, I mean, there's so many incredible, talented backing vocalists that actually should be artists. When you see this type of show, it teaches you our struggle. It shows you our goal and what it's really all about, what hard work is about, what the grind is about, as they say, what the hustle is about. Because it's not all about this and the makeup and all of this and all of that. Baby, there's something that goes along with this thing. And there's stories behind all of us that got us to this point where we are now. This show is going to expose that. If you're not ready, as they say, go hard or go home. Because we the backup divas. And that's what it is.